Picture this. You are in a bustling market in Kyiv. You turn a corner a little too fast and oops, you bump right into someone, sending a bag of bright red apples tumbling across the cobblestones. You need to apologize and fast. But what do you say? Is it вибач or пробач? Is there a better word? In the next few minutes, you'll learn the 5 essential ways to say I'm sorry in Ukrainian. First up is the most versatile and common phrase you'll ever need. Вибачте. It covers I'm sorry, excuse me, pardon me, making it your safest bet in most public situations. The key is knowing the difference between the formal and informal you. The form вибачте uses the formal or plural you. You'll use it with strangers, people older than you, your boss, or in any official setting. It's the perfect phrase for that apple spilling incident. As you hurry to help pick them up, you'd say, Ой, вибачте, будь ласка. Вибачте, будь ласка. Here are a few more times. Вибачте is the perfect choice. If you are late for meeting. Вибачте, я запізнився. Or вибачте, я запізнилася. To get past someone on a crowded bus. Вибачте, можна пройти. Вибачте, можна пройти. Now, what if you are with people you know well? For friends, family, or kids, you switch to the informal you and use the shorter, warmer form, вибач. It's more casual and suited for close relationships. A few other spots for вибач. If you didn't quite catch what a friend said. Вибач, я не почув. Вибач, я не почула. For a quick, simple apology. Ой, вибач. Вибач. While вибачте is your everyday workhorse, sometimes you need to express a deeper regret. That's where пробачте comes in. You'd use пробачте when the mistake is more significant. This isn't for accidentally bumping into someone. It's for when you genuinely hurt someone's feelings or broken a serious promise. For example, you had a serious argument with your respected colleague and said something you regret. A sincere пробачте is more fitting than a quick вибачте. Just like вибачте, this word has two forms. Пробачте is the formal version. For friends and family, you'd use the informal пробач. Вибачте is for social slip-up. Пробачте is for repairing a real fault. Our third phrase, перепрошую, перепрошую, is your best friend when you need to politely get someone's attention, interrupt a conversation, or apologize for a very minor inconvenience. Перепрошую is perfect for situations like getting a waiter's attention. Перепрошую. Можна рахунок, будь ласка? When you need to pass through a crowd. A simple перепрошую is perfectly polite. If you sneeze or cough, перепрошую works beautifully here. While you can often use вибачте in these spots, перепрошую is often a slightly more elegant and specific choice for starting a polite interruption. It's less about admitting fault and more about politely asking for a moment of someone's time. Alright, we are 3 phrases in. How is it going? Have you ever gotten this mixed up or used one when you meant another? Let me know in the comments below. I really do read every single one. This next one is a game changer, especially for English speakers, because it solves a very common mix-up. In English, I'm sorry does double duty. It's for apologizing and for expressing sympathy. In Ukrainian, those are 2 different jobs requiring 2 different phrases. When you want to express sympathy for something that is not your fault, The phrase you must use is мені шкода. Мені шкода. You wouldn't use вибачте to someone's bad news. That would be confusing, as it would imply you were somehow responsible for it. If someone says their pet is sick, мені дуже шкода. Сподіваюсь, він скоро одужає. Reacting to an unfortunate event. Мені шкода, що так сталося. Finally, for the most formal or serious situations we have. Прошу вибачення. Прошу вибачення. This translates to I ask for forgiveness. This isn't a phrase for your daily chat. Think of it as your break glass in case of emergency apology. It's reserved for formal emails, official business communication, or very serious personal moments where you need to show the utmost respect. For instance, if your company made a major mistake on a client's order, a formal email might include від імені нашої компанії я прошу вибачення за завдані незручності. Keep this one in your back pocket for those rare, high-stakes moments. Here is a pro tip that will really set you apart. You will definitely hear people say я вибачаюся. Now, while it's very common in conversational speech, linguists consider it incorrect. The reflexive suffix ся implies you are forgiving yourself, which can sound a bit arrogant. The safest and clearest path for a learner is to simply avoid it. And there you have it, the 5 essential shades of sorry in Ukrainian. You now know that the language gives you specific tools for specific situations. If you found this mini class helpful and want to learn more practical real-world Ukrainian, please give this video a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next lesson. If you'd like to support my work, you can do it on Buy Me a Coffee. The link is in the description below. Thank you for your support and for joining me today. See you soon. Па-па!